Hey Matt, how's it going?
Not too well, actually. I'm having a very hard time managing the apps that I need to run my business. They're very expensive, slow, and unreliable. And whenever I need help, the customer service isn't even there.
That sounds very frustrating. Have you heard about the technology called computing?
I've not heard about that. Please tell me more.
Sure. So cloud computing is exactly like the ordinary computing. Besides that, the workload is outsourced to some cloud computing providers. This would significantly cut back the amount of computing process you need to manage, maintain, and allows your apps to be more scalable without any additional work from your side.
That sounds very interesting, but I'm a little confused. How does it outsource the workload?
Sure. Let me give you such an example. Suppose you're really good at making chocolates and you only know how to make chocolates, but you're such a good businessman and you want to do delivery to your customers too. You find it very hard to manage the truck drivers and trucks, and especially in peak seasons, you find you just don't have enough trucks and drivers. So you find this great idea to hire a truck delivery company that just take care all of this delivery for you. And this significantly improved your business. So this truck company is essentially like the providers of cloud computing, and you should be using it.
That sounds very helpful. I've never heard about that. Wow.
Let me just give you another example. I suppose your company uses Gmail as your email service, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever hired like a technical team for the Gmail service? No, right? Have you do any upgrades? No.
No.
So you just log in and customize it. You can just use it freely, right? So that's the power of cloud computing. You don't need to buy servers. You don't need to hire IT teams or rent software. This is how your entire business should be built on. And applications run by cloud computing are more scalable and reliable. The cloud is based on an architecture called multi-tenancy. So each user doesn't have a copy of the app. They share the same app at the same time. However, this app is very flexible and it can be customized into different uses. It's just like a office building where a lot of companies are in it, and each company could just customize their own space and do their own business.
Wow, that sounds very helpful. I can't believe I've never heard about this. Being a small business owner, I feel like my company can't really compete with the big businesses. So can you tell me like the different ways I can use cloud computing?
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure with cloud computing, you will definitely have a competitive edge with other companies. So there are three main categories of cloud computing services. The first one is called infrastructure as a service. So it is basically just a provision model in which an organization also outsources the equipment used to support operations, including storage, hardware, and servers and networking components. So the service provider owns the equipment and is responsible for housing and maintaining all those hardwares.
Mm-hmm.
The second way you can use it is called platform as a service. So it is a way to just rent out hardware, operating system, storage, and network capacity over the internet. So the service delivery model allows the customer to rent virtualized servers and associated services for running existing applications or just developing new ones. And the third one is called software as a service. So it is a software distribution model in which applications are hosted by a vendor or a service provider and made available to customers over a network. And in most cases, it's just the internet.
Oh, very interesting. So I can basically just not have to worry about any of the servers or any of the IT service. I can just focus on my business.
Exactly,
And
and it costs less, and it definitely saves you a lot of energy. You could just focus on your core business.
that sounds great. So, but how does the payment work with cloud computing?
Okay, so basically you just go to find one major cloud computing providers like Google or Amazon, and you just pay a monthly subscription fee, and you just plug in and use computing services. It's just like you use utility in your apartment. Easy as that.
Well, thank you very much for letting me know. I'm definitely looking to cloud computing.
Good.